कि बनाना कैसे. Okay, so guys, welcome to the second session. Today we will be learning about what is data scraping. Okay, so first let me explain. Data scraping is like getting some data from website, use of any kind of programming or bots, any kind of scripting language, something like that. So has anyone ever used like any kind of scraping done? Anyone has any idea?
No, sir, not yet.
Okay, so let me show you an example. Maybe you will understand better. So for example, here I have got a data of like coronavirus right now, based on country. So now if I want this data completely in an Excel for me, like this is currently present on a website, instead I don't want that. I want to send this data to someone else or do some processing on this data. Suppose like if you are working in machine learning or have some reports you want to create, you might need this data in your local system. Like one way is that you just copy all this data. Okay, like what we do, many we will go all down to this and copy this one. But this is not very efficient way. Just imagine if there could have been 10,000 pages in this, then what will you do? Will you go to each and every page and copy that and paste in Excel? No, we don't have that much time. Time is money. So for this kind of work we do data scraping. Now let me show you an example with UiPath. So here I have opened, here in the navbar we have got an option data scraping. Okay, let's click on it. It's asking me to select an element which I want to scrap. Okay, so I want to scrap this table. I will click on next and select any cell of this table, because this is the like power. It's asking me, you selected a table cell, would you like to extract the table from the whole data from the whole table? Yeah, you see, it extracted everything from this whole table in within an instant. Okay, now let's click on finish because we don't have anything else. Now it's asking me, is there data spanning multiple pages? We can check at the bottom like we did just now. There is no other page, no second page. So I will just indicate no. That's it. The UiPath has programmed this in such a way that I can scrap the data. Okay, wait a second. I will just yeah. Now you see, in the output panel we have got an extract data table variable. This max number of results define that how many entries I want in my data to be scrapped. That is the maximum number, not exactly. And I can like set it to 50, 30, 1000, 1,000,000. It's all on my need. Then this is over here. If you go extract metadata, this defines the schema of the table what we are going to scrap. Now I want to check this data. So what can I do? Let's go to the activities, and there is an activity output data table. I will just drag it over here. Let's drag it inside this container. As an input, I will give this extract data table, and for a text I will create another message, or table, wait, mm, as table. So as will denote us that it's a kind of string and a table. Okay, now let's just visualize this data. Okay, I will click on debug. You see, it scrapped everything in a message box. Now we can see. Now what we can do, we want this data in an Excel, so that either we can send it to someone or maybe process it further. So over here, if I just write range, there are two activities. Like you can see, one is an part of Excel and one is a part of workbook. Over here we will be going to use this workbook activity because it better, like more efficient for me. Now in the workbook path, like I can write corona data dot xlsx. I can define the sheet name from which cell I want this data to be added, and in data table let's just give extract data table and check on add headers. Now let's see. Simple. It took 2 seconds, and I guess we have got our data. But corona data, let's refresh it. Okay, here is the data with us. You see how easy it was. Now, like, if you need to do anything with this data, you can. It was as easy as like doing in a single seconds click with very easiness. Now there is another thing which we can do with this data scraping, which is called pattern based data scraping. This was just a table. Now what if there is a data which is like similar but not like a table, some kind of semi structured way. This is a structure, and what you can think of semi structure is like, suppose, let's see what we have. Hmm. Okay, suppose like this is kind of in a structured way but not completely so this is semi structured in a way, we can say. Okay, so or repetitive data, we have like a job description over here. Here also job description is given, then it's given that what kind of work is it, the start date, all is in a repetitive pattern based manner. Now I want to scrap this data. So what we can do, let's see. So for this I have already created a bot, and today, like yesterday, we learned how to use flowcharts. Now in this session we will learn how to use sequences, multiple sequence, like sequence in sequence. Okay, so what this bot is going to do, it will open the browser for me, scrap the data, show me show me the data, save it in a file, then it will filter the data based on some need, and again show me what is the data and again save it. Okay, so basically the idea behind this was that I wanted to get an internship for myself, but there are like more than 152 pages over Internshala, so I don't want to search over there uh, for automation, as there is no particular filter for my domain. So let's see how the bot can help me. Okay, so bot went to the page, it is skipping to each pages, 1 2 3. Okay, in 3 pages only it filtered 100 lists of data. Cool. Now let's close it, and it shows that there is no data in the next time, means in these 100 results, like 3 pages, there is no job profile for my domain. Okay, maybe I will run it later for all 155 pages. There must be something made for me. Now let's see, we have got internshala.xlsx here, and in this if I check original data, this is the data that we scrapped. Okay, exactly what we needed with the start date, last date, where when the internship will start. So this is helpful for me, and there is nothing for RPA domain like in automation. So this was easy, because you see it could have been difficult, because in the category if I go and type automation, there is no filter category for me. Then another, if I don't use such things, then what I can do next, go over each and 155 pages and check manually. So boring. Okay, so that was what is data scrapping. Did you guys understood? Anyone have any issues? You can either write in the chat or just speak up.
No issues.
Okay, so let's start building this workflow from the scratch. So today we will be doing it on, let's see, on whose system we will do. Jeel, are you ready?
I'm taking on mobile. I need to switch.
Okay, anyone else
Give
on system,
me.
or should I do it on my system only today? Okay,
Do it
so
on your system only,
okay,
please.
cool. So by the way, we have got like 7 minutes for this remaining meeting. So you do guys rejoin again if it close. Okay, so we will build this from scratch. Let's go back to home, create another process. Internshala job search. Okay, I will set it to VB create. Now, first of all, what I need to do, I want to open that browser. Okay, so I will go to activities, click on open browser. Okay, I cannot see my application. Let's check. I guess there are some updates. Yep, now I can find my activity, open browser. So over here I need the URL, so I will go and manually check what is the URL of this. Cool, let's paste it over here, and from my browser type I will select Edge, which is my preferable, and again an output variable of browser. This is a like object ID of this browser which will be opening using bot, so we can close it at the end. Now I want to scrap the data, so I will go to this data scrapping tool again. Now what I need, I want to scrap this data. Let's see. First I want this name, so I will click on it. Next I want to create a pattern, okay, like where it is appearing similar in similar pattern ways, so I will mark this digital marketing. Basically I am going to define a pattern between these using only two. Okay, now it's all highlighting all the sections where job profile name is listed. Let's call it job profile, and we are going to extract the URL also, so URL. Next I want more data, so I will click on extract correlated data. Now I want let's see stipend, that's more important, and then again I will mark this, so let's call it stipend. And since it is not something which contains any kind of URL or link anchor type, so just click next. We have got the job profile, URL, and stipend. Last thing that I want is the apply by date, because there is no need for more data which like the date has already passed. So let's get this. Now apply date. Next. Okay, we are done. Now what we just need to do, we need to define this next page icon. Okay, so let's click on finish. Is data spanning multiple pages? Yes. So I will indicate this particular icon. Okay, that's it. So the data scrapping tool is also ready. But first let's once check the selector. Over here you see there it's written title 618 line. This is something which is not static. Like in script, while it could change, instead of 6189 after few minutes it could possible it could increase or decrease, so that will create problem for our bot. So what I can do, I can insert a wildcard over here. Asterisk means zero or more, like it could be here any number of characters can come. Okay, and again click on validate, so it's all right. Okay, now we have created an extract data table also. Let's go to this and change this scope to sequence, because we want to use this variable further. Now I need another sequence. What we can do over here, we want to visualize this data. So first I will just write over here visualize, and then I can use output data table. What is the use of this? To convert a data table variable to string. Okay, so just use extract data table and s table, another variable. Now let's visualize it using a message box. Message box takes input as only string variables. Now what I want is to store this somewhere in an Excel. So for that, I will just use write range, and in this only like or outside maybe, yeah, that's fine. Outside I will just write my internshala data.xlsx, and over here I can give the data table name. Now if I want to filter it, what can I do? We can just go to filter data table activity. Guys, I will be a little bit fast as only 1 minute is left. Now input data table, let's just give our extract data table name as output after filtering the data what I need, output data. And I want to remove all the rows from job description. Like 0 defines the first column, a column, which like does not contain something like automation. If in the job profile name there is nothing like job profile, then remove it. And again I can just visualize it. Okay, and over here just write your new data, and we are done. Let's see output data. First we need to again change the scope. Okay, it's sequence. Now over here if we check output data, it should become an as table we will be reusing, and that's it, done. So by this our bot is done in like within how much time? I guess 2-3 minutes. And now we can test it.